the BPO industry will be disrupted primarily because there are a lot of computers/AI that could already answer easily answered questions from a customer service standpoint. Idagdag nyo sa fintech, anything that's connected to crypto, blockchain, that has real life applications that will help businesses, retailers, consumers, people in general. Because of AI, that's just gonna be even more mainstream over the next few years. Hey guys, in this video, I want to share what prevailing themes that will happen in the next few years based on what we have been seeing already as a trend. So these are more for people who are investing in global markets, primarily because I think a lot of innovation is happening in the listed companies that are outside the Philippines. But of course, if you are invested in Philippine stocks, you can still use the ideas that I'm sharing here because it will also work specifically for Philippine stocks as well. One of the things that I believe will continue and will be pushed even further in the next few years is the push towards green technology, the push towards energy that will make the earth more livable, sustainable, and will protect the environment for years to come. There's a large talk about global warming. There's a large talk about the ice caps melting. And because of that, a lot of people would want to go away from fossil fuels as well. I hope that you will see this as a way for you to be able to position in those areas. And that's why I have been a big fan of EVs, Tesla, NIO, car companies that are highly connected to that as well. A lot of those car manufacturers that have been heavily dependent on gasoline, fossil fuels, I think the dependence on that because of how Tesla has disrupted the industry will greatly affect them as well, and they'll try to also move around that direction. And I mentioned this in the video before this, that the EV market is still very, very small compared to the traditional cars that are out right now that run on gas and diesel. If they move by 10x in terms of the number of cars that they would sell, it still is not the whole picture of the entire market because the market is so big. Part of that also is companies that are highly connected to solar, wind, and I've started to position also in some of them, especially for global stocks. And please do research those companies. I just want to say this, that if you're new to this, don't just buy because I would say it. Especially we've mentioned a couple of stocks here from Tesla and NIO. But don't just buy because it's spoken here. Please do your own research. Do your own due diligence. I'm not your financial advisor. Use this video as data. But at the end of the day, study, learn, continue to do your research and due diligence. If you have a financial advisor, talk to them so that it matches your strategy, your risk tolerance, and your capital as well. I think the difference now, especially for renewable energy from wind and solar and hydro, the technology and the resources to be able to make them and manufacture them, it's not as expensive as what it was 10 years ago. That's why you even see it now on a retail consumer level. There are a lot of people that are buying solar panels because it's not as expensive anymore. You've been noticing me mentioning this in a lot of my videos. Fintech, anything connected to people transacting their money across the internet. If there's one thing that the pandemic did, it accelerated the use for it. And that's why you're seeing PayPal stock soar, Square stock also soar. You're seeing a lot of those companies that are highly connected to making financial transactions in the internet easier. And this was something that was long coming already. If you've been to China, you will notice that a lot of people don't use cash anymore. Even in a Philippine setting, this was something that was bound to happen. It's just that the pandemic pushed a lot of those traditional companies to start to accept it. A lot of those traditional companies that did not want to invest in that technology yet because they were earning normally naman. GCash connected to Globe, also PayMaya connected to PLDT, got a lot of signups, got a lot of people transacting in levels that we have not seen in years prior. And I don't think we're gonna digress there. When people figure out how easy it is to transfer money to people, na hindi mo na kailangan makipag-meet sa tao, hindi mo na kailangan mag-commute para iabot yung pera, you will see more and more of that in the future. And this is also consistent to what I've been talking about towards blockchain and towards cryptocurrencies, towards digital currencies, because I really believe that digital currencies are here to stay. Even after the pandemic, we are not digressing anymore to where we were 10 years ago. The fact that you see a lot of people right now double downing and getting data, faster phones, faster broadband internet for their houses. It just shows you the reliance of people on the internet. Number 3, and this is something that I've been spending a lot of time studying, artificial intelligence. I really believe that artificial intelligence will disrupt a lot of industries where there's a lot of people that are doing tasks that are routinary. People have been projecting this already, at least for the Philippines, no? The BPO industry will be disrupted primarily because there are a lot of computers / AI that could already answer easily answered questions from a customer service standpoint. For example, Zoom. Over the past few days, I've had a lot of customer service interaction there, and it's so efficient. Instead of calling someone, you would just chat their customer service online. How much time that saves? But above and beyond that, there's a lot of chatbots already that can answer the question that normally a person who should be there to be able to answer it. Because of AI, that's just gonna be even more mainstream over the next few years. And this is in conjunction also to the EV cars. Think about Tesla. Tesla is not just there because it's an EV car. Tesla is not just there because it's selling its battery, which makes it so interesting. I think the future also for Tesla will be its autonomous driving. I think the future of Tesla will be its AI-driven cars. What they're projecting, no, is you can share your car with other people. So ownership will be something that's shared. You don't even have to buy a car anymore, but you can have the rights to be able to use it because of shared ownership or fractional ownership. You can use it somehow na parang Uber din siya, nakikita ka rin because you own a Tesla. So imagine the amount of computations, the amount of research and data that could be done na dati tao yung gumagawa, ngayon computer na, that will just continually expound. 5G will just unlock faster speeds, which will allow AI driverless cars to become more relevant, which will allow and unlock all of the things that we've seen only in movies in years ago happen before our very eyes as well. It would be more convenient for you that you can trust transacting online, sending money online kasi alam mo hindi siya mapuputol. That was something that was unheard of a couple of years back. The reason why I'm saying this is think about sino yung mga companies na connected dun. 5G, artificial intelligence, renewable energy, fintech, who are the ones who are dabbling into that. Because as they're dabbling into that, those are the companies that will continue to make money. And I guess, siguro idagdag nyo sa fintech, anything that's connected to crypto, blockchain, that has real-life applications that will help businesses, retailers, consumers, people in general. The fact that you're watching this video via YouTube speaks volumes already of how consumption of either entertainment or education is found. YouTube, Clubhouse, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, a lot of podcast platforms have taken the world by storm. Companies that will be heavily connected to streaming will continue to be in the forefront. I think there will be an integration also of e-commerce and streaming, that either from your app that's social media related, that you can stream, but not just stream but also buy. It won't just be any more social media, but there will be so much transactions right there, heavily connected to e-commerce, to streaming, and heavily connected to content. So maybe an assignment for you, or you can put it in the comment section. What do you believe are the companies that are connected to renewable energy, fintech, blockchain, digital currencies, artificial intelligence, 5G, then streaming / e-commerce / social media? There are some positions that I will still have that are based on the present. There will be some positions that I will still position on because their brand is so amazing. But there are positions that I love putting into because I believe they're part and parcel of where the future will be. Again, as what I said, please do your research. Don't just buy just because I talk about it here. Do your own due diligence because it's your money, it's your responsibility. Take the time to figure out what will work for you. Take the time to look at which do you think will win. And I think what's interesting about that is if you could spot winners that you believe are highly connected to that na hindi pa napapansin ng mga tao. Because I think that's the strength in investing in the stock market. When you find something that's so good that no one notices yet, and you start deploying attention and capital into it, and then wait, exercise patience, that when everyone starts to notice it, you've already done your research and you've already deployed capital, and as it starts to go up, you've already built a base on it. And that's how I believe wealth is done. So it's nice to trade, it's nice to buy for the now, but for those who are positioning, especially if you're young, if you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s, you're in your 40s, use the prime years of your life to deploy capital to position you so that you get better in years to come. And what's interesting about that is, ganun ako eh. There are some investments that tinanim ko a decade ago na inani ko 5 years after, na inani ko 7 years after, na inani ko 3 years after, na inani ko a decade after. I'm not after ano yung pwede kong kitain in one day. I'm after what I could plant right now that the future version of Marvin Germo will benefit from. And if there's one thing that I want you to notice and get from this channel, it's never about get rich quick. It's about planting now to propel you later on. That it's about putting seeds on the ground now so that later on you have something that you will harvest. Because totoo, you can make money for the short term, but we want something that will last for generations. We want something that when you get older, because you use the prime years of your life to invest, you will have something that will last and last and last and last for a very, very long time. And the reason why I make these videos is I don't want to impress people. I don't want to sound smart, highfalutin, practical, knows a lot of stuff. But I want this channel, all 230,000 of you subscribe to this channel, to grow in the knowledge of investing, to be better, to transcend the norm that in social media it's all about chismis, it's all about really doesn't uplift people. I want all of you, that all 230 plus of you, that your lives for 2021 be better, that you position yourself for the future, because we can win eh. It's time for good people like you to win. It's time for good people like you to have the money. It's time for good people like you to have a positive impact in the world around us. Before I end also, a couple of events are lined up already for the next few weeks. We're doing fundamental analysis, classroom naman, under new normal protocol, small group, social distancing. I think it will be in April. The link is in the description below. Then we're doing another online Zoom technical analysis course happening this May. Zoom naman yung technical, so anyone from all of you around the world can join us. Link is in the description below. Because a lot of people have been asking about real estate masterclass, so we're doing that. I just have to decide what topics you guys want the most so that it won't just be me. We're gonna get other speakers that are heavily entrenched in the real estate industry, and depende sa forte nila, we're gonna make other topics in line with that as well. For those who want to learn 5 books, in the description below I have 5 books that are available in Shopee, and then soon we're gonna have it also in Lazada as well. So we have other videos, also playlists in the description below, from technical fundamental analysis to the basics of the market. And for those who want to invest in crypto or Bitcoin, we have different brokerages in the description below that you can start with, that I hope causes you also to execute and do well as you start coming in and investing in the market. I guess I'll just end it with this statement. The best time to invest is when you don't need the money, when you have the ability to work hard and you have the ability to put more. Kasi don't waste your time. Pagtandaan nyo, hindi nyo na magagawa yun. And magsisisi kayo na sana pala nag-invest ako nung mas bata ako, sana pala nag-save ako nung mas bata ako. And the reason why I'm saying this to you in March 2021 is that don't waste your time. Don't waste it. Save massively, invest massively. Do what you can today so that you can be better in your investments also in the future. Because I really want to see a day that there's more and more people be financially free. And I do hope that this channel helps you. So that's it for now. This is Marvin Germo. If you want more of this na simpleng kwentuhan lang, that I share my ideas, my thoughts, above and beyond yung normal stock market videos that I make, crypto videos that I make, let me know. And if you guys have questions, feel free to DM me via Instagram and also Patreon. And by the way, I started TikTok, which is, I don't know, growing so fast eh. But that's it for now. Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.